Hello, hello. Sorry about that. Get over there. Welcome to Quoth Raven News Program. My hair's a mess, and I don't have it ready. I got sidetracked a little bit right before the show. I got attacked, so to speak. Not really attacked. I got informed about something that was going on Facebook. Apparently, one artist is attacking another artist, and it's a white guy attacking a black female, and it's a big mess. So I'll talk about that probably tomorrow, but because I don't want to spoil our show for tonight. It is Tuesday, September 6th, 2022, and that means it's crowdfunding night. We've got 8, possibly 9 projects to talk about. All the projects that are Kickstarter or Indiegogo are down below with links in the description in the video. So you want to make sure you check those out. And let's go ahead and get started. With our first book of the night, which is The After Realm, number 5, from Michael Avon Oeming. And there is the Kickstarter address you can go to. Of course, this is the 5th issue. The first 3 were run by Image, and he still has back copies of those issues, as well as number 4, which was successfully kickstarted before. And this concludes the first story arc. Pop Culture Vendor in the house. Good to see you, as always. Let's see what they have to say.
The time of order has passed. Ragnarok has torn all 9 realms asunder. Now, Una must rely on her ranger skills and her mother's living sword, Glimslade, to survive. Together with her trusted guardian, Puka, they follow the ley lines of strange lands, searching for friends lost in this broken wilderness. With only her magic runes to guide her, Una must save Elfheim from both the old gods and the new. Follow these adventures and more in The After Realm.
Wow. Okay. I didn't play the video until just now, and I think that's the actual voiceover guy who did the voiceover description for Thundar the Barbarian. It certainly sounded like him to me. That was actually kind of cool. This is at not quite 4,500, halfway to its goal. It's got 26 days to go, 140 backers. I will be backing this. I will just be getting issue number 5 because I already got the first 4. But you can get all of them. And of course, this is Michael Avon Oeming, probably best known for his work on Powers with Brian Michael Bendis from Image/Marvel. He also did the Victories for Dark Horse. $5, you get the digital PDF. There's a $15 A cover, which is this blue one with the blue sword. The B cover is actually, well, here, let's take a look at some of this artwork first. If you're not familiar with his work. Whoops, what just happened? I don't know. There we go. All right. I'm going to go ahead and take the thing out there so you guys can see that a little bit better. You can get a free story sample. Um, hit the link for that. Of course, this is reward images. This is the main cover, cover A. And then cover B has a red sword with lightning strikes through it. Then they're going to have a Daniel Brereton cover for cover C, which is going to cost a little bit more. Instead of 15, it'll be like 20, I think. You can get all 5 issues digitally for 20. Yes, the Daniel Brereton alternate cover is $20. Or you can buy all 3 for $45. Then he has a signed vault, which means anything that he's worked on in the past, you would get signed random comics, as well as a copy of each of the 3 covers that aren't signed. $70 gets you 1 through 5 in print, with guest covers available individually in the add-on section. And here are some of the add-ons, different various covers you could get. This is the image cover. This is the Kickstarter version. 2, there's the image cover. There's the Kickstarter cover. You can pick one or the other. Same with issue 3 from Image and KS. You can also get bookmarks and power stickers and other stuff like that. Like I said, I've enjoyed this particular series. I think it's probably my second favorite. I actually like this better than Powers. I haven't seen enough of it to say I like it better than Victories, but it's still in the same level of quality as that stuff. So if you liked Powers or you liked Victories or you just like Michael Avon Oeming, this could be something worth picking up. Again, there is his Kickstarter link. And again, this link is also in the description below. Okay. Our next book is Chlor, Blood and Sand by Greg Dark One Williams. If I can get the share screen to work. It doesn't want to work tonight. There we go. There is that Kickstarter link. And Kevin Elf Murphy is actually doing a special story in addition. This collects the entirety of the Chlor, Blood, and Sand storylines, 80 plus pages. This goes back decades to when Darkman was serious back in the mid to late 90s. It's reprinting all those stories. It's got 82 backers. It's past its $1,000 goal. So it's going to be fulfilled. 25 days to go on this thing, so you've got plenty of time to make up your mind. You get the reprint of the 3-issue black and white series, and then you get a brand new story penciled by Greg and painted by Kevin Elf Murphy called The Errand. And there's also multiple pinups as well. 82 plus pages. It's 100% complete. Ready to ship once funds are received. You can also get the Planet Dark 1 Kickstarter earlier, so you can get all that stuff as well. So you're getting 5 stories way beyond Chlor 1 through 3 and The Errand in this story. And here are some of the interior pages. Let me go ahead and get that out there. This is another one I'm going to back. I haven't gotten around to it just yet. And there's the black and white version from some of the earlier stories. If you might remember Ben Perkins' Heavy from a couple months ago when I reviewed that series, this is different from that in that this has a more, I don't want to say heavy metal, more fantasy oriented than Heavy was in a way. But you still have the centaurs and stuff like that. So I would not be surprised though if I talked to Ben that this was something he remembered from the 90s and liked, because there's very similar things to it. Hello, North. Yeah, so I'm probably going to get that one. Pretty, it's like a 95% shot I'm going to get this. As soon as I get my money I'm supposed to be getting. Your stretch goals, they've unlocked the sticker. If you get the 6,000, they'll do a mini print. They'll do another sticker at 8,000, and at 10,000, they'll do a foil card, and at 12,000, they'll do whatever. I don't know if they're going to get that kind of backing. Well, maybe they will. They're already over 5,000, and they got 25 days ago, and it is Dark One. So, I mean, people do remember him. I don't know if people remember Elf or not. Elf used to be a very popular wizard artist. He used to be one of the more popular artists that would get in the fan mail, and they used to show the artwork for the envelopes. That's where he would get a lot of his artwork seen. He would later become a painter and a tattoo artist, and mostly he makes his living as a tattoo artist. But he's actually a pretty good fantasy painter as well. So, and I've met both of them, and they're cool guys, so I don't mind promoting them at all. I'm looking forward to seeing this. Now, unfortunately, because it's such an 80-page book, they're not offering it outside the U.S. for some reason. If someone like North who lives in Canada really wants it, let me know. Maybe I can order some extra copies or something and then ship you yours or something. We can figure out something down the road. I'd be willing to do that if you're really interested in this stuff. If Greg's willing to do that, I'm pretty sure I could do that. You can also get the Planet Dark One book tier with Chitauri, which is the one character that was actually quite popular in the 90s. I don't know if you guys remember this stuff from back in the day. Of course, they're going to try and do a blank sketch tier if they get it. There's cover A with Greg's painting, and there's Elf's painting. And then they're going to have a black and white. Or no, it's going to be added color. They got Preston Acevedo. I'm not familiar with him, but his work looks okay. They got another one by Greg. So there's a lot of covers you're going to have, as you can see, pick from. So and then there's sketch covers as well that you can order. So there's all kinds of stuff, and you can order each one at $15 per, or I think it's 15 for the dark ones, and then 20 for the actual book. But remember, this is 80 page plus stories, so $20 for 80 page book is pretty reasonable. Yeah, no problem. If it's something you really want, yeah, I got no problem with doing that. Because I don't know if you guys know this, but I have bought multiple copies of books before like that. I still actually have copies of them. I bought extra copies of Kid Nefarious from our friend Mark Andrew Smith. For Gladstone School for World Conquerors. I bought extra copies of, I can't think of the other one right now off the top of my head. But I'll probably show you those books this weekend, because this weekend I'm going to be doing a live draw. So maybe I'll bring some of that stuff out and show it while we're doing the live draw. But yeah, this is definitely one of the things I would get. And again, here is the Kickstarter address, link. There's also a link down below in the video description. Yeah, I'm not familiar with them. I can't know everybody. But cool. Yeah, I just don't know everybody out there. There's so many talented people these days that you can't possibly know everyone, unfortunately. And where did you go? The Midnight Fur Monster who stalks me during podcasts. You come back over here? They want to see you. Yes, they do. No, I don't want to be seen. I don't want to be seen. I'm fighting you. Here he comes. There he is. There's the monster. What's the matter? Huh? What's the matter? Big baby. Big baby. Let's just lay down. Hmm? Yeah, lay down. It's okay. You can lay down. No, you're not going to lay down. You're going to jump. All right, there you go. Yep. Yep, he's something else. All right. Our next book is called Mandrill P.I. You can buy all of the first 3 issues on this particular Kickstarter. And it's not showing the right one. There we go. There is the Kickstarter for that. Again, all these Kickstarters and Indiegogos will have links down in the description of the video. You can check those out. Oh, okay. He did Doc Salem. Okay. I don't. We'll talk about Indiegogo in a minute, I don't really follow a lot of Indiegogo people. That's probably why I didn't see him, but okay. It's a furry T-Rex. Yes, that's what he is. But let's go ahead and take a look at this.
Author of Mandrill PI and the Multiverses Q trilogy. I'm here to talk about my newest project, Mandrill PI the Comic, issue number 3. It's ultimately a love letter to two of my favorite things, 80s and 90s cartoons and hard-boiled detective stories. But there's more to it than that. It's also how I explored my own grief over my parents' deaths through the character growth of my protagonist, Manny Mandrill. He's a cartoon mandrill who's lost the love of his life to the insane, chaotic world in which he lives. Mandrill PI Issue 3 is a 24-page, full-colored comic. It's the third in a planned arc of 6, and all 6 issues are already completely scripted and ready to go. And this issue, issue number 3, is ready to go as well. It's fully illustrated, fully colored, fully lettered, all the variant covers are completed, it's ready to go to print. I'm seeking about $2,000 to print and ship the issue, as well as to pay down some of the debt I incurred bringing the issue to life. I chose Kickstarter because it allows me to bring some really cool rewards to backers, as well as to reach a wider audience. Highlights of rewards include not only the issue, but a fully packed deluxe digital PDF with a behind-the-scenes look at the making of the issue. Further, there are highly limited edition variant covers by a cast of all-star artists. And I've also commissioned a metal printer to print metal covers for issue number 2, to make some even more collectible issues there. There's also the opportunity to create a custom, canon, Mandrill PI short story. That's right, you and me, we partner, we create a 10,000-word short story where Mandrill PI solves a mystery of your choice. Want to bring down this world's equivalent of the Paw Patrol? Let's do it. Want to bring down this world's equivalent of Winnie the Pooh because he's, succumbed to some ancient Lovecraftian horror? Let's do that too. And then the big one, the opportunity to have Mandrill PI, the prose novel, number 2, that's releasing later this year, dedicated to you. Your name shows up on the front page as the person that novel is dedicated to. Kinda awesome. I would love to send you this comic. Thank you in advance for the opportunity. My ask at this time is that you back it and spread the word. Help me get it to a wider audience. Thank you so much for your time.
Okay. Like I said, this is very much a Who Framed Roger Rabbit type influence story. It looks interesting to me. He calls it True Detective meets Looney Tunes with a dash of Hellboy. I don't know. So, maybe it's a little bit more risque or rough than what Roger was in respects, because it is, from the detective's point of view, completely, and there isn't I don't know if there's any comedic situation there, but I haven't gotten any of these books before, so I'm going to end up getting all 3 if I do back this. I think the art looks cool. Let me go ahead and get the that out there so you guys can see the art a little bit better. He's got an elephant who's hiding, apparently. Apparently, the elephant killed the coyote or something, maybe. The artist who's worked on there has worked on a few other books from Action Labs, one of helping Alpha Gamix. The letterer is respectable. The writer is mostly just doing his own thing, but seems to be having a good time with it. Got variant covers. Let's see what the prices they want. A physical pledge is $14 for your physical copy of number 3. Digital catch-up is $19. $26 is all physical 3. And so I'll probably do that. Is get all 3 of them. That's like $8.25, $8.50 an issue roughly, which is for crowdfunding books, that's about right. It's not too bad. It's actually cheaper than what a lot of them are these days, so that's not too bad a price. And John just came in. This is a book that might be up your alley, John. This is called Mandrill PI. I'm not going to go over it again. But it is basically Who Framed Roger Rabbit with a mandrill lead character, PI, who's dealing with the death of his wife and trying to solve a murder. So the writer describes it as True Detective meets Looney Tunes with a dash of Hellboy. And if you go to that site, you can read a 12-page prequel story for free. So I'll go ahead and put the logo and the link back in there. Of course, the links are down below in the description of the video as well. And that rehearsal is killing him. Lots of crazy stuff going on. He's got another 2 weeks of rehearsal there, John does, until they launch their new production. Just showing John a little bit more of this artwork again as he stepped in. I know he'll probably watch the replay eventually. But this is something up his alley, so I figured he'd really let him take a good look at this. And again, to get all three, this is issue 3 being shown, and to get all three, the physical, it's $26. So, and you can get some other stuff in here they've got as well. Different covers. You can buy their prose novel book, which is an ebook instead of a physical book, apparently, or $72 for the physical. So they give you a physical as well. They got metal covers, as he mentioned. For $900, you can write your own story with him. You can co-plot and do everything, but he writes the story. Well, whatever. I think that's a bit much, but maybe someone will dig that. I don't know. He's offering them for 5 different stories. So, actually that's not a bad thing on his part, because then if he gets enough people to back him, he could take those stories and compile them into a short story collection later, potentially. So that would be interesting there if he did that. And then, of course, he mentioned you could get your own book there, Prose Fiction Novel Volume 2, dedicated strictly to you if you wanted to pay $2,500 for that, in addition to all the other stuff that you're going to get. But I don't know. I'm not really into that. But, just to get the 3 books looks like a potential for me. Oh, thank you. Appreciate you liking that stuff, John. Of course, he is doing a Little Shop of Horrors, and did you play one of the characters in an earlier production? I can't remember, John. It's playing in Lexington, South Carolina, if I'm not mistaken, or the Columbia, South Carolina area. He's in the same area as me. Was the Ice House is the name of the place? Okay. All right. And he said no, he was music director both times. Okay. There's so many different. So he's playing in West Columbia. But John does a lot of theater over the years, and I just kind of it blurs for me. I apologize. Because I know he does music director, but every once in a while he actually does perform in the plays too. So, all right, let's go ahead and move on to the next one. We're going to do our first Indiegogo, because people are complaining, why don't you do more Indiegogo? Well, the reason I don't do Indiegogo as often as I do Kickstarter is because of the way their setup is done. Everything is either in demand, or it's trending, or it's already funded. And so I can't really see books when they're first being launched, so that I can tell you, hey, this book just came out, check it out. And back it's always the most funded books, which is usually the top CG guys who I couldn't really care less about, or it's stuff that is just has to be trending at the moment. And so with Kickstarter, they actually tell you, they have the way it's set up, you can set it up so they can show you the newest launches every week. So I can look at the newest campaigns being done. And Indiegogo needs to get their crap together and do it that way, because that way I could actually see more Indiegogo books at the beginning of their launches, and I could actually promote them. So that's why I don't do that more. Okay, let's go on to the next thing, which I said is Indiegogo. Octopus Cowboy #1. This is in demand, of course. This was actually supposedly back on July 25th, but this is the first time I saw it. That's by Jason Orpheus. Let's see what Jason has to say.
Countless miles away from the ocean, Slade struggles to survive from one pocket of water to another. Weak and weary, he's dragged to the ring, forced to fight in a vicious blood sport where animals are pitted against each other for entertainment. There he faces off against the unruly hyena Kilroy and a hulking gorilla named Leopold. During their fights, unbeknownst to all, contact with Slade's blood alters Kilroy and Leopold's consciousness. Can Slade win over his newly awakened opponents? Will he break away from his chains? Can he continue to endure outside of his element? Should he escape death, one thing is certain: a cruel life awaits him in the unforgiving Wild West. If you appreciate good storytelling, captivating characters, a solid production, action, adventure, and mystery, this comic book is for you. My name is Jason Orpheus, a professional of 25 years as artist and writer. Much planning went to this project, and I have experience in every stage of producing a comic book. Your contribution will make this dream project a reality. Thank you for listening, and good luck on your own adventure.
Okay, now obviously this has already reached its goal. It's in demand. They got about $9,400 by 202 backers, which isn't that many backers. You could probably stand a few more. I don't know what all he's offering here. I guess it's all the different versions for $100, which is 9% off. Supposedly these shipped in May 2022. I don't know. But this is, it's still in fulfillment and is ongoing, so you can just order from them, basically. Artwork looks interesting. I'm going to have John on to talk about his theater work at some point, I guess. But yeah, I'm thinking about getting the main one, which is, whoops, I don't know if you can hear the cat tearing around the house. It's a 100-page book, full color, perfect bound graphic novel. So for $25 for 100 pages, that's certainly worth it. Artwork looks decent. I haven't got any problem with the artwork. The concept is pretty interesting. There's Fistful of Dollars, which is their main one. $35 is a different cover with an extra badge or poker chip or something there. Good, Bad, and the Ugly is a different set of covers there again. Wild Bunch is like buying 5 or 6 copies of the same book. This is when like I was mentioning with Kid Nefarious, or the other book that I got from Jason McNamara. That's when I bought those extra copies for those people to promote the books and stuff. So, I don't know if I'd do that with this one, but hold on a moment. I will be right back. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that, folks. Little monster is being a pain tonight. Nobody here complained about lack of Indiegogo. I get people who send me emails, not public as a rule. They'll send me private messages on Facebook, or they'll send me an email complaining that I don't cover enough Indiegogo stuff. And what they're really saying is, you're not covering Ethan. You're not covering T-Bear and Fraga and Lepresti. And like, what are you talking about? I've had Lepresti on the show. I've had Graham Nolan on the show. So it's that sort of thing. North. It's not that I don't do them, but a lot of times I don't think like they need me because they got so much other stuff they're doing, and I don't have a big enough audience. Some of the times they treat me like I'm not even worth bothering to come on the show. So it's like, there's that. And then, well, there's other people in Indiegogo. Well, yeah, there may be, but, like I said, it's impossible to figure out who's launching their stuff first if they don't come talk to me. Almost everybody who I show on Kickstarter either can find them on Kickstarter relatively easily, or they come to me and say, hey, my stuff's coming out. Would you promote it? Or can I come on the show and talk about it? So big difference in the two attitudes, I guess you could say, of that. Now, of course, now you can't see where the monster is. He's in my lap, out of camera view. He won't get up. But you going to get up and let people see you? Or are you going to go bye-bye and run around and be a pain in the butt? He doesn't know what he wants to do. Oh, you're going to growl. You're in a feisty mood tonight, aren't you? Let go. What's the matter? Huh? What's the matter? I don't want to be on TV tonight. Well, maybe if you stop howling and running around like your tail's on fire. Anyway, so I'll probably back this one. Again, this is the Octopus Cowboy. Let me go ahead and put the... Unfortunately, it gets cut off there. So check the link in the description of the video below for that. Or just look up Octopus Cowboy on Indiegogo. You should be able to find it. Again, I'll probably get the... I don't know if I'm going to get the Fistful of Dollars or for a few dollars more, because I like the few dollars more cover better. I don't know. I'll have to look at how that breaks down. So that's basically the thing there. So, alrighty. Our next one is Silverline Horror Extravaganza. No, I did not make this shirt. I got this shirt at $6shirts.com. Speaking of shirts getting made, as soon as I can get the artwork done and colored, I'm going to send something to a shirt printer, hopefully, and have something available. I want to have 2 or 3 different shirts, actually. I got 2 designs to draw, and then one that's going to be basically just the triangular logo that you see in the top right corner. So, the cat's part panther. I don't know if he's part panther, but he certainly is part pain in the ass. But he gets in his moods some nights, but that's okay. Let me grab the artwork real quick. I don't know if you guys saw this at the end of the video last week or last time. This is going to be the design for the t-shirt, as well as the intro for the new season. Now, if you watched some of my older videos, you'll recognize this sort of as the intro from season 2. It is a similar thing. I've changed some of the artwork. I've changed some of the background. I changed the microphone, and I took the microphone screen out of in front of the mouth of the raven. I haven't decided yet exactly how we're going to do what's going to appear on each of the different screens. Mostly because this will be done as a GIF for the intro to the new season in full color. And there's going to be like animation graphics going on in that stuff, as well as the outro is going to be a little bit different than what you guys are used to being seeing. So that's what I'm trying to get done before the end of the month so I can get this new season started. But I got that one. And then I don't know if you're familiar with the Johnny Cash giving you the finger picture. I'm going to do that with the Raven, where he's flipping you the feather. And it says flock you. So there'll be that one as well. So those will be the 2 of the designs. And then again, like I said, like the top right corner up here, there'll be a shirt with just Quoth the Raven as well. So, okay, let's go ahead and get back to the crowdfunding. This is the Silverline Horror Extravaganza multiple title package campaign. Their video is a little bit silly, but we'll deal with them.
Hi, and welcome to the Kickstarter. I am Roland Man, and I'm the chief cook and bottle washer at Silverline Comics, a genre-spanning independent comic and graphic novel publisher. And I'm here to tell you about our Kickstarter number 20. 20. Can you believe we've done 20 Kickstarters? That's right, 20 Kickstarters. We have successfully funded and shipped 20 Kickstarters. That's 20. That means we are making comic books. And I'm here to tell you about our next batch of Kickstarter comics that you know you want to support it if you can. So I'm going to stop talking, and I'm going to let Brent Larson tell you about Kalis. Take it away, Brent.
Okay, we'll finally get to see how the story ends. Wait a minute. That's it? A tree floating in space? That's so weird.
Hi, I'm Brent Larson. You may remember me from such creator-owned comics as Kalis. Some of you at the end of the story thought, this is no way for a story to end, and I agree, which is why I'm excited to announce that in September we will be kickstarting Kalis Volume 2. It'll tell more of the story of where Scott Anders actually has been, why he wants to go back, what's the CIA doing in the meantime, and who is the mysterious group that's trying to keep him here on Earth. It's very exciting. The art is wonderful, and I'm really excited to share it with you. So thanks for your support, and we'll see you in the comics.
Thank you, Brent. And now here's Rob Davis to tell us about Twilight Grim.
20 years ago, the city of Hallowed Heights was nearly destroyed as the result of warfare between humans and vampires. In its aftermath, the two factions forged a most unusual peace plan. A high and heavily guarded wall now splits the two sides of the city. On one side of the wall reside the middle and upper classes of humans. It is clean, beautiful, and safe. On the other side of the wall, where a teenage petty thief named Susie Q has just been exiled, lies the darkest and most horrible ghetto imaginable. Here, amongst squalor and vice, dwell the poor, the homeless, the forgotten, and the vampires. Led by the family of Gregor Radovic. As long as the vampires stay on their side of the wall, the humans on the other side are willing to pretend they don't exist and let them rule over this so-called blood zone as they see fit. This includes turning a blind eye as the vampires feast upon the zone's human inhabitants. Amidst rumors that the long-held truce may be unraveling, there's no human law in the blood zone, save for that dispensed by a mysterious and violent young man who has appointed himself its sole guardian from the depredations of the vampires. His name is Twilight Grim.
Thank you, Rob. We've also got Sirens #2 and Scary Book #1, which is part of our remix line. You're going to love those. Horror goes in with our Silverline Horror Extravaganza. So, back it if you can. If you can't back it, we get it. We're in an inflation economy. You can share it. Tell all the people you know who love comic books that we make comic books and we ship them out, because obviously this is Kickstarter #20. And until then, remember to make mine Silverline.
Okay. Now, I've known Roland for, probably 30 years. He used to do stuff way back for Malibu and Caliber Press. He did a book called Cray with Stephen Butler. He did a book, I can't remember all the different stuff he was doing for Malibu and Eternity back in the 80s, but he's a good guy, pretty much. Now, this particular one, you got Twilight Grim #4 of 4, Kalis Achilles Led #1 of 4, Sirens #2 remix of 4, and the Scary Book #1 remix of 4. But you can also order pretty much all the different books. They've got different covers, retro covers, different interior art. But the main thing is you can get all their back issues as add-ons. So you're not missing out on anything as far as the individual books. If you just want to get one of the books, like Twilight Grim, it's like 10 for both the print and the digital, and you get a thank you name, thank you in the back of the comic, of course. That's for each one of them, or you can get all of them for $30. So you're saving buying four for the price of 3 if you get all 4 of them. They give you a digital catch-up for all the different stuff. For Twilight 1, Grim 1, 2, 3, and Silence 1, you get that for that. then you can get add-ons. And they actually have a video that plays how to get all the different add-ons for all their different books that they've published. And like Roland says, they've had 20 different Kickstarters, so they got a lot of different product to check out. You can also get a commission from Rob Davis, who's a pretty decent artist. We've got nothing against him at all. You can get T-shirts. Yeah. A lot of people do, believe it or not. But one second. There we go. I had to turn off my video here. It's on the wrong place there. There we go. Then there's original artwork that you can buy, potentially inquire about it. The Twilight Rim, cover by Stephen Butler, inked by Tom Florimonte. Then you got Sirens by Rob Davis. And then you got interior artwork from them as well. And then they got the Kalis stuff from Aaron Humphreys. I'm not as big a fan of Aaron's art, but it's not the worst I've seen. And then again, like I said, there's all these books that you've got. Beyond the Stars, Bloodline, Cat and Mouse, Divinity, Friar Rush. There's the Cray. This is an actual remake of what was done by Caliber back in the early 90s by Roland Mann and Stephen Butler. Let's see. The Obsoletes. Silverline Team Up. So there's a bunch of stuff that you can pick from. And you can also buy trades as well. So there's quite a bit of stuff to do add-ons. And like I said, there's a video for the add-ons and how to go about it. I'm not going to play it here, but you can find it very easily at the Kickstarter address. Mm-hmm. Okay. Like I said, I'm probably going to get some of these. I know I missed some of the earlier Kickstarters, so I don't know what all I'm going to get yet. I might get the Twilight Rim. I'm thinking about getting some of the lower 20 there from the back issues, because some of my friends worked on them that I didn't get a chance to back in the past. But we'll see. Mantis Files trade. Let me look at that real quick. Yeah, there it is. Mantis File trade. And of course, the Kalis is volume 1. So. I wish I could see more of these, because I did not. I mean, I remember seeing Trumps being marketed. I remember seeing Beyond the Stars being marketed, but most of these I did not remember seeing getting marketed. I remember Cray being marketed, but a lot of this stuff I don't remember seeing. Being marketed in the Kickstarter campaigns. Otherwise, I would have been promoting them a lot sooner. But because Silverline's got a really long history. It goes back decades. So, and they've got a lot of the old guard guys back. I mean, Chuck Bordell. I mean, geez, that's a little bit surprising. Steve Wilhite and Dan Schaefer. I mean, these are old guard guys, and that's kind of a good thing. So if you're looking for old guard comic illustration type stuff, these are kind of your books, I think. But there you go. All right. Next one is called Thunderchild. If I can find it, where'd it go? There it is. And this is a War of the World story by Matt Hardy, not the professional wrestler, Rob Jones, and Kevin Castanero. There is the Kickstarter link address. Again, these links are also in the description of the video. Okay. Basically, this is the first of 3 issues. This is about a steamship during the time of War of the Worlds that actually fights against them, against the Martians who invade Earth. And I'm kind of interested in that. And of course, it already tells you that they have a final tragic showdown, so they probably don't survive. But it's pretty cool looking. I like the way they design the Martian ships. I'm trying to figure out how they stand in the ocean, but how far are they that they have these long things that they can stand, in the ocean. But just interesting to me. And I've always liked the War of the Worlds type comics. I don't know if you remember when Arrow Comics was around. Randy Zimmerman did War of the Worlds, Haven and the Hellweed, which is a more modernized take on it, where the Martians come back after figuring out an immunity to the original illnesses that made them die off in the H.G. Wells story. And so he did like the first 3 or 4 issues, I think, trying to get that done, and got a trade paperback done for that as well. So, this is along those same lines, only done during World War I or whatever. And so I just wait to see what this is going to be, and it looks kind of cool to me. course, this talks about the possible collapse of the British Empire, both from the Martians and from within. So, and then that's Kevin's uncolored pencils, which look a little bit rough, but that's his style. So, and as you can see, it's going to be a hardcover edition type book. With extra outside pages and binding rather. So, talk about different members of the characters here. Let's see what they got. You can get a type of a ship poster. That's their blueprint sketch goal. They've got what they call a concertina book. Accordion books are a fold-out art book to tell a story through a series of illustrations. That's one of their stretch goals as well. You can get original sketches from the artist as well. You can also get the music theme that you just heard on the promotional video. Again, there's the book. There's another version of the book with a different cover. I want to get that cover. I like that cover the best, but we'll wait and see. This is the same Matt Hardy does CyberArchy for heavy metal. So this is not the wrestler. We were talking about the wrestler when I was talking about Heavy Metal Monday, who Matt Hardy was. I didn't know if it was the same guy. It wasn't. It's this guy. So now you know. Rob Jones, of course, has been around for quite a while. He's mostly known for lettering, but yeah, so there you go. Let's see what the prices they want are. Of course, this is in UK, so remember you're going to be paying a little bit more for shipping and handling on this. They come out of Worthy, United Kingdom. So the 40-page book number 1 is $12 US or £10. You get the book, the digital design sketchbook, and the musical score. For B cover, which I guess is the one with the red cover that I liked, it's the same price. So you can get either one for the same price. That's good. They don't charge you extra for the variant covers. Then there's going to be a third cover, which I don't think they showed. And then for $29 or £25, you can get all 3 of them plus the digital design book. So that's not bad. They also offer a retailer package. So you get 6 copies for $47. 6 divided to 47 is like $7.50 each, roughly. So if they sold it at $7.50 per retailer, and then they turn around and sell it for the usual $15, $15, yeah, they're making a fair profit in terms of per issue. The problem is that profit's probably going to get eaten up by the shipping and handling from the UK. So a lot of retailers probably aren't going to order this. That's why there's only been 2 backers for that, which is kind of a shame. But maybe they can do some extra stuff for those guys if they give them some backing. For $290, you can actually be drawn into the book, getting yourself killed by the Martians, if that's what you want. That would be in the next book, actually, though, not in this one, because this one's already done. So there's only 1 backer left of that. And then you can, of course, the actual sketches for drawing hand are already gone, unfortunately, but still pretty cool stuff. Yeah, some pretty interesting stuff there. Like I said, I'll probably get the B cover, which is that one right there. I just happen to like that cover a lot. It looks really sharp. All right, Pop. We'll talk to you later. He's got to probably take his dog out for another walk before he goes to bed. Our next book is one we've already seen before, but we're just going to take a quick reminder, and that is Titan Mouse of Might, Volume 3. It's got 6 days left, so this is a last week you can show it. Of course, this is Gary Shipman. I've already shown you guys Titan before. I backed the first 2 books. I've already backed this book. It doesn't show up, but I have backed it. So you can get the deluxe edition, 160 pages, which has a bunch of extra process in it, with your own personal drawing inside for $100. Digital copy is $10. The keychain's $10. The regular hardcover edition, 69 pages, is $25. You can get a metal print, 1 or 2 different ones, and it is what it is. I'm not getting anything other than a regular book. You can get all 3 of the regular hardcovers for $70, which is reasonable. You can get artist editions, etc., like that. So lots of stuff here for that. Like I say, I don't know if this finishes the story or not. The first 2 were good, so hopefully, though, I love the character and everything, but I just don't want it to like constantly go forever and ever and ever. I'd like the stories to come to an end at some point. But we'll see. And there really aren't any stretch goals for people like we get stuff. Instead, what he's doing is he's sending a gift box of the Titan books and his sketchbooks and stuff to a child from Samaritan's Purse, basically. So he's doing that, and he's like sending like 3 or 4 gift boxes or whatever. So I guess there's a Titan Mouse letter column, so you can actually get your letters and comments appearing in the back of that. That's the only thing that you might get. And if you get past 5.5K, they might get a Titan magnet. So, yeah. But there's some of the artwork for it. Which, very nice stuff. Gary always does really nice artwork. Highly underrated, I think. And then there's a fan art contest as well. So I'm kind of not worried about it because I've been in it in the past. So, it is what it is. So that is Titan, Mouse of Might. And again, there's this cutoff for Indiegogo. So just go to Indiegogo, Titan Mouse of Might, or check the link in the description below this video. Last but not least is Weird Work, number 1 through 3. And it's not wanting to share it. for some reason, and I don't know why. Why is it doing this? There. That's better. Okay. Now, this is weird work. It's the final issue of a 3-set. This is drawn by Shaky Kane. Has a featured variant here by Jeff Darrow of Hard Boiled and Shaolin Cowboy fame. That are well past their goal. They got 26 days to go, 314 backers with 11,000 to go, and plus. Written by Jordan Thomas, drawn by Shaky Kane. It's a psychedelic noir type story. Think LA Confidential being set in the world of Futurama. This is their last issue. You can buy all 3 issues, of course. There's the cover by Darrow. And this is definitely a mature reader's book. I mean, it says deluxe rooms, low rates for porn, special hour rates, fetus shop, and lab, hybrid sex, the Heinlein Motel. You can see all kinds of weird critters all over the place. So this is definitely something that is for mature readers, just so you understand that up front. 48 pages full color total. As you can see, people getting all blown away here in the bar. About a gang war that erupted 18 months ago at Septimus Prime's capital, Stellar City, ignited by a failed assassination attempt resulting in the arrest of the Mile High City's queen of crime, Lazy Haste, created a vacuum of leadership in the underworld and sent bullets flying as crooks of all kinds grabbed for power. We've got the Italian Frog, who apparently would rather eat his meatball with his tongue than eat with his fork. And probably someone walking into the restaurant with a baby who's probably going to come up with a shotgun or a Uzi or something and blow them all away. Two cops in there trying to figure out what's going on, and basically the story's being concluded. So it looks pretty cool. I will have not bought the first issues before this, so I will probably end up getting the whole backup physical catch up, which is like $26. Let's see. There's a bunch of prints you can get with this. Let's see if the prints are here. There's your sticker bundle that you can get. Those are some sketch covers from Shaky Kane. Those are some original Shaky Kane artwork packs you can buy. So there's all kinds of stuff there. I don't know where their art pack is, but they got lots of stuff here. You get 6 physical prints for $38 in addition to 1, 2, and 3 physical. So it's quite an interesting setup that they got. $90 for original artwork from Shaky Kane. Damn, that's actually pretty affordable. You get your artwork plus 2 original panel comic art from the pages. That's not bad at all. Got 16 people left to do that. That's not bad. Actually quite affordable. So I don't know. I'm probably just going to get the books, but you know they offer quite a bit there. I need to look up something real quick though, because there's one more thing I need to take note of. Let me look it up if I can find it real quick. Okay, where is it? It's not on that one. Okay, so let's look up. Okay, I had to find a page before. All right. Again, this is going to be that one. Let me go ahead and see if I've got the. Yeah, there you go. There's your link to that page. And then there's one more thing I need to add here, apparently. I don't know if this will do it or not. We're going to try a new banner real quick. The next one. Okay. Now, there is one more book worth mentioning. The banner doesn't want to show, of course. And that's for our friend Terry Sue Wood, aka Lisa Challenger. You may remember her from Wandering Star back in the 90s, or Dark Light, or maybe her stuff that was in Amazing Heroes. She's been away from comics for quite some time. She had some life issues she had to go with, and her sister passed away that she was living with, and she's been dealing with a lot. But recently she's returned to comics, and she wanted to let everybody know where you get her newest thing. So let's go ahead and show that. That's called Accelerator, is an artist edition. And you can pre-order it through September 15th. Phoenix Productions and Terry Sue Wood invite you to celebrate her return to sequential art after 20 years with the special artist edition package containing the forthcoming Accelerator story in Phoenix's Heroes Now #2 with a signed and numbered Accelerator bookmark. Of course, like I said, she's best known for her Wandering Star series that ran from 93 to 97, was collected in three paperback volumes in Sirius Entertainment in 98, and then the Dover Publications reprint in 2016. And she did the cartoonist for Amazing Heroes as well. This is her artwork for Accelerator. It's written by Tom Felrath. It's a 12-page photocopied, digest-sized ashcan comics with the 8-page story and 4 additional pages of art and commentary that will not get published elsewhere. There's 50 copies max. That's all that will be printed without any lettering in order to allow you to enjoy the artwork. No words, no text basically in these. And then you also get the 28-page professionally printed digest magazine with full color wrap with black and white interiors that will contain the full story with Felrath's accompanying text. So you get both the book by itself and then a separate special edition and the bookmark. And the cost of this is only $5 US, payable to via PayPal to tdfelrath@yahoo.com, but you have to order it by September 15th. And that is the link for that. Quite a bit there. I'll see what I can do to add that to the description at the bottom, because I forgot to add it. It was just something that Lisa just popped in like maybe 10 or 15 minutes before the show started. So So if you're a fan of hers or you liked Wandering Star or something like that, and you miss seeing her work, this is the place to get it because she's coming back. And again, this is the only time this will be printed available. So there's only going to be not just the print run of this special edition, but in general, afterwards, only digital copies will be available of the series. So again, if you have any questions, I'll go ahead and add that in there too. Tom Felrath at tdfelrath@yahoo.com. Subject matter. That's what that would be. Tom Felrath at tdfelrath@yahoo.com. Subject Accelerator Terry Wood special. That way he'll know what you're asking about. And that concludes tonight's discussion. I want to thank all for watching as usual. We do have stuff coming up for the rest of the week here. Thursday, we will have our what did you get this week in comics reviews, but we will also be talking about stuff that came in last week, not crowdfunding stuff. I went to Radiator Comics. I don't know if you've heard of Radiator Comics. They're kind of one of those oddball underground comic type stores, and I'll talk more about them on Thursday. But we'll be talking about Alien Glove 1 through 3 by Sean Kurun. I'm going to look how to pronounce his name. Kurunuru. But we got that one from him. We have Burn Man from the same artist or creator, which is another 2 books. And we have Fool's Wish from the same artist as well. So I went and bought a bunch of stuff from him. And there's 2 books there. And we also got Blind Spot number 1 by Joseph Remnant from Radiator. They just threw this in as an extra. So that's what part of what I'll be reviewing on Thursday, and then whatever else I get in the comic shop tomorrow. That's what we'll be talking about on Thursday, and of course, then on Friday we will do our Friday night movie talk. This week's topics are the movies Willard, 1971, and Ben, the sequel, 1972, and that starts at 8 p.m. on Friday night. And then on Saturday, we will have a live draw. I don't know exactly what time yet. Depends on how I'm feeling. So hopefully that'll be straightened out. But I'm thinking in the early to mid-afternoon Eastern time zone, roughly. I don't know. We'll figure it out. I'll let you guys know probably on Thursday when I'm going to do it. But I have to figure out what's going on with the schedule for what my dad wants to do and stuff. So we'll figure it out. But that being said, on Saturday, I'm going to not just have live draw, but I'm going to actually be selling original artwork live on the show. So be sure to be here for that. Again, I will give you the time and when that's going to start. I'm probably going to start probably around noon or 1 o'clock and go to about 4, but I don't know yet for sure. I want to make sure I get all my time confirmed before I actually commit to it. Alrighty, folks, that's all for now. As always, I want to thank you for watching and for supporting my channel. If you like this episode or you think others might, please be sure to hit the like, share, and subscribe buttons to continue to get content from my channel. As always, I thank you for watching. Have a good one to North. Thank you. Good night, everyone, as well. It's John. If you want to reach out to me on social media, Facebook, Lewis.BrightRaven, at Twitter at LewisBrightRaven2, DeviantArt.com/BrightRaven is where you can see more of my artwork. You've been watching Quoth the Raven, Lewis Bright Raven exclusively on YouTube. If you have questions, comments, suggestions for maybe an Indiegogo that just launched that you think I might be interested in taking a look at, or maybe you see something, it doesn't even have to be a crowdfunded book. If you see something like an underground book, like some of the stuff from Radiator, comics, or other places like Copacetic Comics or some other place like that, where you see something, let me know about it. Quoth the Raven LBR72 at gmail.com, and I'll try to get back to you in a day or two. And if you don't hear back from me, try LewisBrightRaven at yahoo.com. Okay, folks, have a good night. We'll see you on Thursday.